Cool. We're live. All right. What's up? If you happen to be an injured athlete, you're at the right place. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yusuf, and I'm a mental performance coach with a background in sports psychology. And I happen to help injured athletes to come back stronger and come back faster, to take care of the recovery the right way, and yes, become an unstoppable force. And yeah, today I want to talk about mm, if you happen to be injured, like, I want to give you a different perspective. Like, most of the time when you get injured, you feel like it is something terrible, and it is, obviously, but you always just see it from the bad lens. How about if you change your perspective a little bit? How about thinking like maybe this is a blessing in disguise? Like, I have a question for you. Like, how do you know that you love your sport if you never if you never got seriously injured? Think about it. Because only in these times, when it's not all like rainbow, like sunshine and rainbows, when it's like dark and it's raining and it doesn't stop and you don't see the end, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, only then you know that you truly love your sport and that you're truly passionate about it. I'm sorry. Because if your heart is not beating for whatever sport you play, maybe football, maybe basketball, volleyball, tennis, maybe you're a martial artist or a CrossFitter, badminton player, whatever. Like, if you're not passionate about your sport, then are you going to have the motivation and the drive to go through that recovery? Think about that. Like, if you would like seriously ask yourself right now, how much do you love your sport? Can you truly say like you fully love it with all your heart? And I think many can say yes, but for some it will be a shocker. Maybe not. But for the ones who can say yes, now know what you're fighting for. Know why you're going so hard. And know why you have to endure this. So when you come back, you can be better than before. And it is possible if you do the right things. Because if you love your sport, even if you can't practice it, you're gonna go watch it. You're gonna go read about it. You're gonna go learn about it. You're gonna do so many things around it. You can still attend practices, go support your team, and learn. Learn just by watching. You will understand that even if you don't do your sport, just being around it, just being involved in it, is gonna give you joy. So when you come back, you're gonna appreciate it so much more. So much more. Like the day you will return, like just imagine it, close your eyes and think about the day you will return. The day you step your foot back on the court, on the pitch, inside the gym, and you can smell it. You can smell the gym. You can smell the court. You can smell the grass on the pitch. You can hear everything. You can feel it. How is that gonna feel? Isn't it gonna feel awesome to be back? To be finally moved the way you used to finally perform the way you used to, and be fucking proud about it. Think about it. How much do you love your sport? Do you even love it? Because if you love it, you will make sure you endure this. It's not going to be easy. It is not. It is really a mental marathon. Injuries are really a mental marathon. That's the thing that takes, like, injuries take a lot of time to heal up. Once heard that 80% of the healing happens like in 20% of the time, and then the rest of the 20% of the healing happens in 80% of the remaining 80% of the time. So you will see a lot of progress at the beginning, and then you notice it's slowing down. Then you barely notice any improvement, any advancement, and it's gonna drive you crazy. And this is the thing you have to master. One thing I can, like, tell you to do, um, to really, like, to not become depressed during that 80% of the remaining time of your recovery, and so you can stay focused and keep your head in the game, and also appreciate how far you've come, is it's super simple. You only need a pen and a piece of paper, and you start journaling. Start to journal, like, think about it, like, how far you've come. Talk about, like, what's hurting, what's not so, what is negative. Then talk about the positive things. Talk about the things you get to, yeah, like, you get to do. And then over time, when you feel like nothing is really happening, you can go back on those pages and look and be like, hey, I've actually done some improvement. And your mind can calm down, because it's the emotions that's going to drive you crazy. But there, when you have it on paper, you have solid proof for how far you've come. Because we're not going to notice, like, we can't remember in our minds, like, the advancement we've done and how bad we had it. I remember, like, when I had my ankle broken, I seriously, like, I couldn't run for 8 months. I was able to walk, but for the first 6, 7 months, I don't know, like, w- what the earliest time would have been, but for the first 6, 7 months, I was just not capable to run. Like, my body, like, even if my mind would tell me, like, start running, like, I wouldn't be able to. Then I remember I was going to college, I was going to classes, and I was walking the streets, and yeah, I was walking on the streets in Long Beach, Second Street, and I remember the bus passed me, and I was like, "Holy shit! There's the bus. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to wait for another 15 minutes or whatever." So while the bus passed me, I started running. I started running, 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 running. I caught the bus, got in, sat down, still catching my breath. And while I'm catching my breath, I'm like, holy shit, I started running again. I just ran. And that was such a big moment of celebration for me. And yeah, like, totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. And I hope you get to celebrate your wins like that as well, where you, like, get to do things you weren't expecting to do. And sometimes, like, funny things happen in life that it just demands it from you. Um, but yeah, like, I when I had my ankle broken, I was out for a year and it was a dark time, but I got to appreciate what I had when I came back. It made it so much sweeter. Just every second, like when I got back to jiu-jitsu, when I got back to kickboxing, just made like every moment so much sweeter to be back in the gym again and train along with my friends. And I never like I doubted myself many, many times. Kept my cool though, and yeah, I definitely know for sure after that experience that I loved my sport. And this was like, you know, the saying, like, I'm willing to put everything into it, and overcoming that injury was one of them. And I hope this video gives you also a different perspective. Realign your goals, reevaluate where your sport is standing in your life, where it is, and then also like, yeah, realign your goals. That's what I said. And then when you come back, so you put in like double the effort you've put in before. Maybe you got comfortable before. Maybe you thought you're already good. Maybe you doubted yourself before, and now you're sure that you want to do this, and you're not going through this without a reason. Hope you guys like this. Like I was mentioned, I want to keep these streams like 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long. If I happen to grow an audience, and I know this video will reach you guys soon, then please post your questions in the comment section, and then I can start making videos around your questions. That'd be the best thing to do. And then I can answer your questions directly and give you guys some straight value, like boom. I got so much. There's so much in my mind. I studied this. I went to college for this. I got a master's in sports psychology. I had a torn ACL injury. I had a broken ankle injury. And yeah, like many, many small injuries. So I know what you guys going through. I know the pain. I know the struggles. I know every single step. I've coached athletes through injuries and it helped them recover faster. So take advantage of this. Take advantage of my knowledge. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Let's grow this channel. Let's help more people to reach, so we can help them, be a positive light for them during a dark chapter in their athletic career. And one more thing I want to give you guys before I leave. So when I like both my ACL injury took forever, my broken ankle took forever. And guess what? Years later, years after the injury, I barely remember them. Now it feels like a long time. But once you're recovered again, once you're back in your sport and you're happy again, you're barely going to remember how hard you struggled. The light is there. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Don't worry. You'll get there. Keep strong. Have a good Sunday, and I talk to you guys soon.